What if I told you that excessive reading of books is actually bad for you? And you may be thinking, how the fuck can knowledge be bad for you? Well, we all have been there, at least if you have started self-improvement, when in the beginning you start learning multiple things, you start listening to podcasts, you listen to long-form videos, you watch, I don't know, educational documentaries, you even go on and actually just read books from morning to night sometimes. I have been there. But there is one thing that I've discovered. From those activities, you would think I've learned so much. Perhaps. But do you know how much I implemented out of this? Not very much. Maybe not even 50%. Why, you may be thinking right now? Well, that's a very, very valid question you should be asking right now. Because you are probably in the same position right now. You have multiple stuff, multiple knowledge within your mind. You know what to do. Everything is literally connected within your mind. All you need to do is just press the go button and there you are, accomplishing your life the way you wanted to accomplish your life. Now, here is where the magic happens. The magic happens right here. You would think, you would take action. You would take every single action that you're required to do. You've read Think and Grow Rich, you've read The Millionaire's Fast Lane, you've watched Hamza, you've watched self-improvement videos, you've watched business videos, Alex Hormozy, everyone, you know how to start a business. And then, oh, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I know how to do it, but tomorrow is the day. And before you know it, there you are, telling yourself, I'm gonna start tomorrow for 2 fucking years. That's the magic of this entire thing. The poor type of magic. The magic that you don't want within your life. So what do I mean by this? What can we do about this? Well, stop learning and start implementing. That's the title of this video, as you can see. Now, easier said than done. How can we stop learning and start implementing? We need to limit the input of information from multiple sources within our lives. At least when I first began self-improvement, I was like reading Jordan Peterson, reading, I don't know, The Way of the Superior Man, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Fair enough. All are kind of intertwined. And then I started reading business books. Then I started reading Think and Grow Rich. Then I started reading this other book, Psycho Cybernetics, about how your mind behaves and stuff like that. Then I started listening to Eman Gadji and the Puppet Masters and stuff like that. If I had to go back in time, I would just grab my hand and slap myself. Very hard. Why? Well, think about that. I'm just confusing myself. This guy is telling you one thing, this book is telling you another thing, and this guy is telling you that you need to jump off a cliff and somehow survive if you wanna become a millionaire. What the fuck? Who am I supposed to listen to right now? The guy who tells me to follow the blue advice, the guy who tells me to follow the yellow advice, or the guy who tells me to follow the green advice? Well, what would happen if I only focused upon the yellow advice, for example? I take the yellow example, and I just do that. That's all I'm doing. Well, I would become an incredible person. A person who is able to do anything within his life. A person who can accomplish whatever he wants. That's the whole thing. That's the whole behavior. Start focusing upon one mindset, upon something that you actually want to accomplish within your life. And when you do that, your entire life changes. Why? Because you solidify that yellow advice. You solidify what you just learned. You solidify the fact that you've discovered something within your life and you're actually committing towards it. And now when you have solidified a solid foundation within your life, what does this mean? Well, now you can go on and accomplish whatever you want. Now you can go on and take action because you're not afraid anymore. You know what could go wrong and you're not afraid. You know what could go right and you're not afraid. You can do and accomplish whatever you want because it is within your sight. That's what it means. That's a place where many successful people are currently. Elon Musk became who he is exactly because of that reason. He focused upon something, and only that one thing, for a good period of time, and did not separate his attention into multiple spheres. He focused upon only one thing. So if you wanna quit masturbation right now, if you wanna quit jerking off, what can you do? Fairly simple. Start focusing, first of all, upon something completely different. Not masturbation, start focusing upon business, for example, and read those business books upon the business that you actually want to read. And if you can't find those business books, just reread that one book that you actually find valuable over and over and over and over again. In fact, you can go on Audible, buy the book, and just listen to it every single time whenever you're in the waking hours of your life. All of your time goes toward this one activity. While you eat, you listen to this one book. While you go to the gym, you listen to this one book. While you travel, you listen to this one book. Everything you do, unless you're out with friends, you listen to this one book. That's all you're gonna do. Now that you understand this, what can you do? Well, eventually the pieces come together. Eventually the puzzles from the book solve themselves, because you actually absorbed every single information that you needed to absorb. And then you become the same billionaire. Then you become successful in this position of life. Then you become successful on NoTap. And you don't know what happened, but it happened. That made you an incredible human being. Now it all begins by understanding where do you want to go in the first place. What do you want to accomplish within your life? Well, if that's the case, I have this one gift for you. Click the first link within your description. It's completely free. You will find a free purpose course where you can discover your purpose for absolutely free. Find it out right now, and once you do, you will understand what books to read, what content to consume, and what knowledge you want to learn. And for the love of God, bro, if you know how to do it, if your body is urging you to do it, don't go and jerk off or play video games. You can jerk off and play video games later. Take action right now, and start by doing it right now. Take action upon what I just said, click the first link and find your purpose. And to make me certain that you actually found your purpose, go on, take a picture of that purpose of yours and share it within the community. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one, which you can click over my head to learn even more from me, to, I don't know, maybe you found this video valuable, maybe you liked the way I taught you and stuff like that. Either way, click the video you see over my head to learn even more.